It's decision time with Nikki.
If you passionately believed your future lay abroad, but your partner disagreed, how would you begin to persuade them to make the move? It's a job made even tougher when the country of your dreams lies on the other side of the world and you've never been.
Aaron Shah's held a lifelong wish to live in Australia.
I've been dreaming about moving to Australia for as long as I can remember.
Partner Amy is up for moving, but
does it have to be as far as Australia? You're talking the other side of the world.
while a trial week down under could see her persuaded,
we're here now and it's gorgeous and, you know, he's right. It's a brilliant life.
the reality of moving 10,000 miles also hits home for Aaron.
I've suddenly started to think that maybe it's not what's best for my family, and I'm at a little bit of a battle loggerheads at the minute.
With an average temperature of 22 degrees Celsius and 16,000 miles of coastline to enjoy the sunshine, it's not hard to understand why over 45,000 UK residents make the move to Australia each year. But a life down under isn't just about sea and sun, and almost a third of those Brits return home.
Aaron Shah has dreamt of living in Australia since he was 5. More than 20 years later, his dream could be on the verge of becoming a reality if he can persuade partner Amy to make the move too. Over the next week, the couple will sample everything Australia has to offer. But will Amy be won round? And can the country possibly live up to Aaron's expectations?
After a marathon 27-hour journey, the Shah Lloyds finally touched down in Adelaide.
Well, we're here.
Just about one piece.
The journey has left Aaron shaken,
It was a bad flight, very bad flight.
but not stirred.
Well, we've just done that 27-hour journey and we've been here an hour and I'm already happy.
Amy isn't quite sharing the enthusiasm,
I'm pretty sure that I wouldn't do that journey ever again.
but Aaron's determined not to let anything spoil his moment.
I'm on Australian soil for the first time, you know, 25, 30 years. I'm excited. I'm really excited about the week ahead.
We've had the same conversations over and over again.
Yeah,
Basically, you saying it's the best place ever, and I'm saying, well, prove it to me.
And we're here now, so
yeah.
we'll see, won't we? We'll see who's right and who's wrong.
Yeah, whatever. We'll see.
It looks like Aaron's really going to have his work cut out if he's ever to convince Amy their future lies down under. The Shah Lloyds are from Rochdale in Manchester. Their dad, Aaron, partner Amy, and Amelia, who's 2 years old. Aaron caught the Australia bug at a very young age.
But yeah, it came from as a young child. I was 5 or 6, waving bye to Nana at the airport, crying my eyes out because she was going to Australia for 6 months.
His nan's trips to visit relatives would sow the seeds of an obsession that would last for decades.
She used to bring me back videos, and I used to watch these videos every day with fascination, thinking, wow, this is amazing. It was like in awe. You know, like when a kid sees a Disneyland advert and they think, wow, Disneyland. That's what happened to me, but it wasn't Disneyland, it was Australia. Some kids get fascinated with space and stuff like that. Mine was Australia. Yeah.
Fast forward 25 years, and while Aaron's gained a successful career and a loving partner and daughter, he's remained spellbound by the land he's never visited.
The problem was that it's not changed as I got older. The fascination stayed the same.
While settling down proved an initial distraction, it wasn't long before Aaron's thoughts drifted down under once more.
It all started when we'd had Amelia, and then Aaron started to rethink, right, well, where's best to live, and, you know, we need to move from this area. It's not going to offer Amelia anything.
The couple have both become disillusioned about the future they face where they currently live.
I think one of the things for pushing it now is obviously the decline in our area here, isn't it? With my car being stolen and the antisocial behaviour.
When we first moved here, it was a lovely street, but it's changing every year, so we really want to move. It's just where to go.
Aaron thinks Australia could provide Amelia with the perfect upbringing.
Outdoor things.
What you say outdoor things, but what?
Zoos and parks and beaches. Amelia will love it. Climbing, exploring. What we're going to go and climb and explore here?
Or what we're going to climb in Australia?
Mountains and rocks and...
Mountains. Right.
Amy, however, would prefer to stay much closer to home. She's lived in the same street all her life, and although the area may have changed, she's got fond memories of growing up close to family and friends.
I wouldn't change my childhood for anything. I had a brilliant childhood. That's what I want for Amelia, and I think if we went to Australia, we're taking that away from her.
But for Aaron's sake, Amy has finally agreed to give Down Under a go.
I'm going to need quite a lot of convincing. It's got to be something spectacular that when I get over there, I just think, oh, this is where I want to live.
After a lifetime of dreaming, the upcoming week will be make or break for Aaron.
This week in Australia is one of the most crucial weeks of my life. It really is. 20 years of thoughts and dreams and ambitions, and it's all going to culminate into this 1 week.
And Amy knows what's at stake.
I do feel the pressure to try and make him happy, but you know, one of us are going to have to compromise our feelings, and it's going to be quite a hard decision to make, really.
Aaron's got just 1 week to persuade Amy that Australia's the perfect place for them, or his 25-year dream will be over for good. For their trial week, the Shah Lloyds are staying in Adelaide. Rated Australia's safest city, its relaxed atmosphere offers a flexible lifestyle without the hectic pace of some of the country's larger cities. As they arrive at their temporary home, Aaron's still pinching himself.
I still can't believe we're here yet. It's not sank in.
This two-bedroom character bungalow is the family's first taste of Aussie living. So will it live up to Aaron's expectations?
I like it, yeah. It's cool as well.
Yeah. So far, so good.
Good? Good.
Yeah.
Just what Aaron needed to hear.
It's a good base for the week, I think.
Yeah.
Amelia, do you like it here? Do you want to stay here? Yeah, good girl. You're on Daddy's team.
He's only been here a few hours, but Aaron's already sold.
I've finally arrived in Australia after 25 years of dreaming, and it suddenly hits me that this is the place where I've always dreamt about being, and I've got that instant feeling that I don't want to leave Australia.
I feel a little bit under pressure because obviously Aaron's so for the idea, but if I'm not happy, then I'm not happy. I'll just have to figure it out.
I'm more concerned now that actually I'd like to stay, and Amy might not. I don't know which way it's going to go, but I'm hoping for the best.
Aaron's dream of a life down under may be stronger than ever, but unless he can persuade Amy in the days ahead, it could all come to nothing. Back in the UK, the Shah Lloyds live in a 3-bedroom semi in Rochdale, Greater Manchester.
I like the house. I mean, it's my home. It's not the best house in the world, but it's our first home together, so...
They've a budget of £250,000 for a home in Australia. So what's on the wish list?
Back garden, front garden,
Same sort.
swimming pool, jacuzzi. Whether that's going to be the case is a different story. I think one of the concerns would be that the budget isn't big enough.
Yeah, so it's about seeing if they can offer...
Seeing if they can offer a match to what we could get over here,
Yeah.
and if it can't, then obviously we need to reconsider and look again at the UK.
Finding the right house at the right price down under will be key if Aaron's dream is to become a reality. Today, we're giving the couple the chance to see just what their £250,000 budget could buy them around Adelaide. We've lined up 3 houses, two close to their budget and the third which could be their dream property. The search begins in the suburb of Hillcrest. Just a 15-minute trip from Adelaide centre, it's a safe, family-friendly area with plenty of parks and playgrounds, making it the perfect location for bringing up a young family.
I like the street.
Ramsey Street.
Well, everybody needs good neighbours, Amy.
Seems to be exactly what we're looking for, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
The area feels right, but will this three-bedroom new-build house be a perfect fit for the family?
Very deceiving from outside.
Yeah, it's a lot longer than I thought.
This is really nice. It's really bright.
First impressions are promising.
Oh.
A bedroom.
Oh, it's a good size, actually. This way. And this would be my bathroom. Oh, I like it.
Private toilet.
Oh, looks like his dream.
The toilet's given Aaron a hot flush, but it's Amy's opinion that matters.
Could you picture yourself living here, in this house?
Oh, I've got a good vibe so far. I've got a good feeling about it, yeah.
I'll work with good vibes. I can work with that.
Could Amy be coming round to Aussie-style living?
Whoa. How big this is.
Yes.
I like open planned.
I really like this room. This, for me, was what I wanted for us in Australia. This is what I was hoping for. Could you imagine living here?
On Ramsey Street.
Yeah, on Ramsey.
Since I was like about 10, I thought, I want to live on Ramsey Street.
There you go.
There you go.
The house is delivering on all fronts, and outside doesn't disappoint either.
So imagine this on a nice day, a nice summer's day. You know, if you think about Amelia coming out here and all this space to run about and enjoy.
Yeah.
Aaron can definitely picture this house as a home, but remembering how far she is from Rochdale brings Amy back down to earth with a bump.
It's just the distance that worries me. The house is gorgeous. I could live in it, definitely.
And it's not long before an all too familiar argument kicks off.
I don't think you could get something like this in the UK.
I'm not
But you won't get this outdoor space, and this is what I want.
I'm not saying necessarily it has to be in the UK. I'm just saying, does it have to be as far as Australia? You're talking the other side of the world. Do you remember the flight? Imagine doing that a couple of times a year to visit family.
You would do, you could do.
Oh, no, I wouldn't. Oh, no.
Only one house viewed and Amy's already digging her heels in. But if the price falls on the right side of their £250,000 budget, could it bring her round?
If we pick this up and move it to the UK, I think you're talking upwards of 400,000 for something like this.
Possibly, yeah.
It might be that price range here, so obviously that's going to be a big factor.
Okay.
I'm nervous.
Are we going to find out?
Yes.
That's just £1,000 over budget.
Right on the money.
Yeah, definitely. That's quite surprising, actually. I thought it'd be over. I'd be happy to pay that. So.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm chuffed to bits for that.
Yeah, I'm happy
absolutely chuffed to bits, because I expected that to be a lot more with this property.
Could Aaron's dream be back on track? While Amelia takes a nap and is looked after by a childminder, the couple continue their search. Property number 2 is in Northgate. Just 7 miles north of Adelaide, this newly established suburb has a plentiful supply of parks on its doorstep for Amelia and is becoming popular with young families. This property is part of a secure small estate, but will it win Amy over?
Ooh.
Wow.
Wow, I love the kitchen.
Very nice.
You could be in luck, Aaron.
I love this. It's really nice.
Yeah, it is very nice. A lot of light as well coming through, isn't there?
What ruins it for me, though? Because this would be absolutely stunning if there weren't a big metal fence there.
We can get that taken down and get wood put in, that's
Can
fine.
you really?
Yeah.
I don't know if you can.
Don't let that ruin the picture.
Aaron's determined to change Amy's view, and upstairs is one that might just do that.
Ooh.
Wow, look at this. If you get some table and chairs out here, Absolutely. Anything
This
can't
is
you?
nice though, isn't it? Just to be able to stand out here in the morning. And...
Absolutely gorgeous. I'm massively concerned about the price.
Each room I go in, I get more and more concerned.
Yeah.
Keep your fingers crossed it's in our budget and then, yes,
We'll take it, is that what you're saying?
possibly.
Don't count your chickens yet, Aaron.
I feel like I'm on a building site. Do you see, like, when you're on a building site, you have a lot of these metal fences? That's what it feels like.
Aaron's not going to be beaten by a fence.
In the area, I mean, there was a lake that we passed on the way through. Looked absolutely gorgeous. Whether it is here or in the UK, it's the area that we want.
Yeah, we want a nice area.
Can we afford a nice area in the UK?
I don't think we can afford this.
No, we
So there
probably
you go.
can't.
Fencing aside, this house has impressed both Aaron and Amy. But how close will it come to their £250,000 budget?
About 400,000 English,
Yeah.
we're talking. Yeah.
I think so. That's way over budget if it is. I'm going to be gutted. Yeah. I don't want to do it.
Do you want to do it?
No, you do it. I don't want to see it.
No way. That's really shocked me. I thought it'd be way more.
I did. That's fantastic.
That's just £12,500 over budget.
So basically this house is within reach, within budget. It's livable, it's doable.
Could this be a turning point for Amy?
It's starting to be less daunting if we can afford something this nice and this comfortable. Then it can be possible.
Things could be looking up, Aaron. For the final property of the day, we found the couple what could be their dream home, but it may require them to stretch their budget. Only a 15-minute drive from central Adelaide, it's in the suburb of Clearview, an established safe community with family-friendly amenities. This spacious home should have everything the couple are looking for, and Amelia's decided she doesn't want to miss out either.
Wow. It's always fantastic.
First up is the master bedroom.
Wow. Do you like this room, Amelia?
Oh my word, look at the size of this ensuite. It's like another bedroom. A sink each. A sink each.
Wow.
Oh yeah, this is what you call a walk-in wardrobe.
I think this is another room.
I could fit at least half of my stuff in here.
Wow.
The kitchen's an eye-opener.
Oh my god. Oh, it's got, look at this kitchen.
And outside lies another impressive feature.
Ah, look, it's got a pool. I'm so excited about that.
Oh, look at this. Oh, Daddy's hand near this water.
Wow.
Wow.
That's what you want, innit?
It's got your fences, though. Look at that.
I don't mind the fences when there's a pool there.
Oh.
Of course you don't, Amy.
This is the Australian dream.
Yeah.
This is pretty much what you described.
This is what I picture when I say
I wanna live in
Australian dream.
Australia.
This is where I want us to be.
This house is everything Aaron's dreamt of and could be swaying Amy. But is it somewhere they could afford to call home with their £250,000 budget?
Realistically, there's no way it will be within budget.
No.
No. Oh, that's a good idea. Thank you.
Don't look.
Turn it over now.
Shall we have a
I'll
look?
hear your
Are
impression.
you ready? Oh. Okay.
That's £88,000 over budget, but
It's nowhere near as bad as I thought.
No, that surprised me, that actually. Shows you what kind of thing you could get for that sort of money. Oh, I'm quite excited about that.
Good.
it's been a potentially persuasive day on the property front. Property number one was a hit with Aaron and Amy, and within financial reach. House number two had a great view upstairs, but the one outside was a turn-off for Amy. And property three was an Australian dream come true, just with a price to match. So when it comes to properties, will the couple choose home or away?
Based on the 3 properties we saw today in Australia, we're going to vote
Australia! Hey. High five.
I knew you'd choose Australia.
Yeah, you can't not.
No,
You couldn't not vote for Australia today.
No, the properties were just spot on.
Yeah.
It makes me a bit more at ease knowing that we could get a really nice property and live quite comfortably. But it's got to be the full package if it's going to be a move to Australia.
1-0 so far.
Thumbs up for now.
A vote for Australia from Amy means Aaron could be a step closer to realising the dream he's held for decades. But there's a long way to go yet if Amy's to be persuaded to move to the other side of the world. And without the right job prospects, a life down under could be a complete non-starter. Back in the UK, Aaron's worked hard to build a career in the prison service.
I love what I do. I love being a prison officer. I love the variety of the job, the camaraderie that comes with it. It's been the biggest part of my life for 10 years, and it defines who I am. The job aspect is massive in the final decision, I think.
Amy's a teaching assistant and has worked in the same primary school for the past 14 years.
I worked there since I was 17. I did my training there, and then I got took on in a full-time job there. It's definitely a big part of who I am.
She's built a close relationship with colleagues and struggles to contemplate leaving them.
They're like your second family, and to think that you're never going to go back there and do that job again, yeah, I think it'd be too hard.
Today, we're giving Aaron and Amy the chance to find out what opportunities exist for them in Adelaide. First up, Aaron meets with Steve Mann, General Manager at Yatala Labour Prison in the northern suburbs of Adelaide.
Hi Steve, I'm Aaron. Pleased to meet you.
Pleased to meet you, mate.
Thank you.
Step this way.
Aaron's worked hard to climb the ranks in the prison service back home, so he's keen to hear from Steve about career prospects.
Promotion within the system is, I would call it pretty regular. There are plenty of people my age group who are getting close to retirement.
So you retire at 45 then, do you, Steve?
Oh, you're a smoothie.
Flattery will get you anywhere, Aaron. But are there actually any openings in the service?
What kind of opportunities are there at the moment for new recruits into the prison system?
Well, South Australia is constantly looking for more correctional officers.
Brilliant.
Aaron's off to a solid start. Meanwhile, Amy's visiting Clapham Primary School, where she's met by School Services Officer Simone Gavel.
Welcome to our school.
Thanks.
Would you like to have a look around?
Yes, please, yeah.
Amy gets some hands-on experience in an Aussie classroom.
Well, think about it. It's a describing word. It describes what it looks like, doesn't it?
What's that, sorry?
So it's
Good girl. Okay.
it's very good at this.
Before getting the lowdown on Australian education from Deputy Principal Danielle Chadwick.
I work as a TA in the UK, which is a teaching assistant. What's the equivalent job-wise over here?
Okay, in Australian schools we call them school services officers, and they are employed in our schools to work to support children. They're also employed in our schools to take on admin roles.
What kind of progression could they make in their career?
So an SSO level 1 works within the classroom or with a small group of children, and then you would look at a level 7 would be a business manager in a large high school.
It seems like the right opportunities could exist in Australia for both Aaron and Amy. But will their earnings be up to scratch?
So if I were to join the Australian Prison Service, what kind of salary can I expect initially?
If you come in and apply to be a correctional officer, you would come in at the 55 grand level. That custodial staff get paid overtime.
Okay, so you could actually earn quite a considerable extra.
Indeed.
That's around the same as Aaron currently earns back home. But could his UK experience take him even further up the money ladder in Australia?
I've looked at your CV, your resume, and if there was a senior management position well qualified to apply for one of those, you would then come in at around about 81k, and over 3 years that would go up to a little over 87k.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you.
No worries.
That's great news for Aaron. Will Amy's prospects be as good?
So what kind of salary would an SSO be expected?
An SSO level 1, tier 1, would be on about $42,000, just over that.
Yeah, that's interesting to know.
That's almost a third more than Amy currently earns in the UK. So how realistic are her chances of landing a job in Australia?
If you were to present on my doorstep and I saw that you had these qualifications, of course I'd look at that pretty favourably. Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
The couple have both been impressed by what they've uncovered today.
I think here in Australia, I've probably got more opportunities, and by the sounds of it, I could progress a lot more in what I'm doing. So yeah, it's good to know.
I feel really good about today's experience. The Australian Prison Service does have a lot to offer me, and I would like to be a part of it. I'm hoping that, you know, we still will make the move, and Amy is coming round to that.
It's time to find out.
Based on the jobs we've seen today, our vote goes to
Australia.
Undecided. Well, I'm undecided just because it was brilliant. I really liked what I saw, but I'm just undecided on where I could go with it.
Plentiful opportunities just weren't enough to convince Amy that a career in Australia would be worth losing everything she has at home. Aaron believes the country could be the perfect place to raise Amelia. So will a family day out in the Aussie sunshine be enough to bring Amy back on board?
The family head to Adelaide's Bonithan Park, covering 17 hectares and with a pond, picnic area and a new children's play space. It's the ideal spot for families to relax.
Do you want to go for a swim? Yeah. I want to swim with the ducks.
The day out is a reminder for Aaron of what's at stake this week.
This is the main part of the dream for my family. This is what I would expect for Amelia, and this is what I want for Amelia.
For him, so far the country's delivered on all fronts.
After 25 years of dreaming about coming to Australia and visualising what the experience would bring, it's more than lived up to what I expected.
And the family's day out could have opened Amy's eyes to the potential of Aaron's dream.
I think today is probably the best day so far. You know, we're here now and it's gorgeous, and, you know, he's right.
Now that she's had the opportunity to experience the things that I've been telling her, I think that she's beginning to sway.
I suppose I do have a better idea of what Aaron's dream is. I understand what he's wanting for us now. It's helped me come to realise that this could be the right move for us.
But Amy's torn between granting Aaron's wish and breaking close bonds at home.
I feel quite guilty on Aaron, because I know that this is a dream and that he really wants it. And I feel bad that I'm stopping that dream. But it's not just about Aaron's happiness, it's got to be about my happiness as well. All I can think about is family and leaving them. So, yeah, it's really hard.
The day's given Amy much to think about. So will she choose a lifestyle in Australia or the UK?
Based on the lifestyle things we've seen today, our vote goes to Australia.
Australia. I can see why you like it out here, because, you know, obviously I've voted for Australia.
This is basically the reason why I want us to come out here. This is it, really. For Amelia's childhood over the next, 15 years or so could just be magical for her.
Giddy up, Daddy! Come on.
No, giddy up, Daddy.
Yay, giddy up, Daddy.
Daddy can't giddy up.
With the Aussie lifestyle winning Amy over, Aaron's dream could be within reach. But if his aspiration is to become a reality, the family finances will have to stack up. Any money raised from selling their property in the UK would help fund the family's new life. Aaron and Amy believe their home is worth around £110,000. Will 2 local estate agents agree?
Nice access out onto the garden.
Quite a nice sized dining kitchen. Edging's not finished. The tiles have been painted, which doesn't give a fantastic finish. Not to the best standard. Probably needs some upgrading.
We have got stuff to do with the house anyway.
It's a work in progress, isn't it?
It's a really good sized master bedroom, but the bed makes it look a lot smaller.
We like our big bed.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Gorgeous nursery. Really nice colours.
Mummy's, isn't it?
Oh no, the garden.
Dun dun dun.
It's work in progress.
It's all
It's
work
on
in
the
progress.
list. It's all
Not
on
the
the
best with the
list.
traffic noise. This is very near to a dual carriageway, and as you can see with the garden, it clearly does need some TLC and probably some upgrading as well. It does need quite a bit of attention.
I think all this stuff will obviously affect the...
Yeah, definitely.
It's a really good sized property. It's ideal for a growing family. I'd put this property on the market at 124,950. If the family wanted to achieve a slightly quicker sale, I'd say 119,950.
Overall, the property is a fantastic sized family home. However, I do feel the property does need some TLC and does need some renovation works. Bearing this in mind, I will place the property on the market for £110,000. If the vendors were to achieve a quick sale in the current market, then I would expect them to look anything in the region of £100,000.
Yeah,
That's fantastic, especially that first valuation.
Yeah. He was a bit more positive, I think, about things. He saw the potential rather than
We know that there's work to be done, don't we? And we knew that. But with those figures, that's brilliant. Really good.
Valuations met their expectations, but the couple now have to calculate if they could afford to live down under. We've provided a comparison of costs between Australia and the UK so they can do their sums. First up is the weekly food bill.
Ooh, coffee. You can't drink coffee no more.
Wow, that's well expensive.
It's nearly a £4 difference in coffee.
Tuna, so much cheaper. We'll be £4.64 a week better off in Australia.
That's like nearly £20 a month.
Yeah, it obviously shows that we'd be able to maintain the same lifestyle we
Well,
want.
don't get ahead of yourself, this is just the shopping. You have to look at other aspects.
Quite right, Amy. At home, the couple's monthly mortgage payment is around £400. Basing their figures on the second property they saw, their mortgage down under would double.
Total UK outgoings per month is 2,269. Our total Australia outgoings would be 2,980. So we'd be £711 worse off in Australia. But that £711 is basically the extra for the mortgage.
Yeah.
It's a massive step up in outgoings, but will the couple's earnings help?
If you work out the salaries,
Yeah.
my salary is an increase of nearly £20.
Okay, so it's not a massive amount, is it?
So your salary is an increase of £174.15 in Australia.
That's obviously good. Bit concerned about your wage though.
Yeah. So altogether, per month, we would earn an extra £192.48. So we would be £520 worse off.
Yeah, that's not good, is it?
The couple would be over £6,000 a year worse off in Australia.
You've got this idea of coming here, living in a nice house, having a good job,
Yeah?
but you won't be able to do that. The figures show you.
But Aaron's quick to point out that wherever they moved in the UK, their mortgage payments would also increase.
We're not going to be any better off now.
No.
It's going to be the same. It'll be exactly the same, apart from we've got more outdoor activities, a better lifestyle for what we get. This morning we've been, we woke up, went down to the park, me and Amelia, and had a play. I can't do that in England.
Of course you can.
You can't, Amy, you can't. You can't. I don't know what you're seeing.
We've got friends, we've got family, we do things, we
Yeah,
go
yeah.
places.
Yeah.
You can't say we do nothing.
Aaron seems convinced any downturn in finances would be a price worth paying for a better lifestyle down under. Has Amy seen any merit in his argument?
Based on the reality check that we've seen today, our vote goes to... Undecided.
Why are you undecided then?
It's just the property side of things. It's a shame because I was happy with everything else.
Yeah.
All the other figures are all better, everything's better.
I know what you're saying, the jobs and everything seem better paid, etc. But I don't want to come over here and just settle for something when we could have,
But we
I
don't
don't
want
know.
to just settle in the UK either, do we?
Well, no.
Their financial future, if a move went ahead, has given Aaron pause for thought, and there's another obstacle still to overcome if he's to realise his 25-year-old dream. Amy's biggest fear about starting afresh in Australia has always been the distance she'd be putting between friends and family. So will hearing from loved ones be the final straw? The family sit down to watch messages from home together.
Hello, I am Aaron, Amy and Amelia.
Hi guys.
Hello to you all in Australia.
They're a lovely young family. Vibrant and enthusiastic, and they're very supportive of each other.
Amy, she was divine as a child, and she is now, isn't she?
Takes after her grandmother.
Yes.
Oh, she's the best. She's like a sister more than a friend. She's just, I trust her with my life.
He's my number one anyway. Out of them all. All I can. Well, I am.
Amelia's lovely. She's the cutest little girl in the world, I think.
I'd be gutted because I've got my own child on the way and I want Amy to be involved in their life. And now it's happening for me and Amy's going. It's, that's the hardest thing, I think, yeah.
There's nothing better than family, really, when you just strip everything back, of life. And I think they've got to weigh up how they feel about that.
It would be sad because we are nudging 80, and will we ever go?
It's like taking part of you away. Definitely. Isn't it? If it goes, I might never see him again. I'm not 21.
We hope you make the right decision and we will miss you.
If you think that's going to be a better life for all of you, then you have my blessing.
Okay, Aaron and Amy, don't worry about Nana. She's here with us. I'm going to take care of her and just live your dream. But don't forget how proud we are of you and how much we love you and Amelia, and God bless.
I had it all sewn really before watching that. I was right, but and then you watch it and you see like my mum and Nana and no, I don't know what I'll be able to do now.
So yeah, like your mum said, family's the most important thing. When you strip everything else away.
It's just tough, isn't it, being caught between sort of a rock and a hard place. I want us to be here, but I want us to be there. It's
Well, that's my argument from the beginning. You know, it's fantastic here. I'd love to live here. If we could bring everyone here to live with us, I'd come tomorrow.
I know, but it's not been your dream for 25 years, though, has it? So it's a bit different.
No, but I'm now sharing it with you, Anna.
I don't know. I don't know.
Messages from the UK has seen the impact of moving to the other side of the world hit home for Aaron as well as Amy. The dream Aaron's held for so long now hangs in the balance as the couple face the biggest decision of their lives.
Grainy images of a far-flung land saw Aaron cast under Australia's spell when just a little boy.
It's more than lived up to expectations, Australia. It's been more than what I imagined it would be.
Now, having experienced the country firsthand, Amy's at least been partly won round.
I definitely see what he's talking about now, and I definitely understand his motives for wanting to move out here.
But messages from home have now given Aaron pause for thought.
It's always been that I want to stay in Australia, I want to live in Australia, and that's never changed until today. I've suddenly started to think that maybe it's not what's best for my family, and I'm at a little bit of a battle loggerheads at the minute.
And Amy's still wavering between turning her partner's dream into a reality and leaving loved ones behind.
There's just no words to how I feel at the moment because I'm still torn.
It has been a decision that's been coming for 20 plus years. It's something that I've wanted to do, I want to achieve. I still don't know yet.
At the end of the day, it's his dream that I'll be squashing if I decide not to come.
Can you see the sea?
After decades of dreaming, where Aaron will spend his future with his family now hinges on one final moment.
Australia.
England. I knew you'd vote for Australia.
Yeah, it was difficult. It was like, literally, I was sat here thinking about which one I'm going to vote for. I didn't know. You know, I've done all I can do to try and change your mind. There's not really much more I can do.
Literally, till the last second of voting, I was on the edge. I was like, I don't know. Because I can see now from this week, I can see what you were trying to do.
You know, we've given it our best shot. Amy's followed me, you know, across the world to try and help me with my dream, and you know, I can't force it upon her, and I would never do that. So I think it is over, but I'm glad that we did it, and I'm glad we experienced it.
It looks like the end of the road for Aaron's lifelong vision to live in Australia. While Amy could see some advantages to life down under, for her the pull of home has proved too strong. Aaron's Australian dream may be over, but wherever the family spend their future, we wish them all the best.
And you can find out if Aaron and Amy made the move down under by going to the BBC website. We're back in Australia later this morning with the helicopter heroes who are being scrambled to the site of a plane crash. That's on the way at 11:45. Next, though, a housing emergency at a former ambulance station with homes under the hammer.